The announcement today that King Charles is going to represent the UK at the Remembrance uh, commemoration of Auschwitz, not just a memorial to the horrors of the Holocaust, it's also a grave reminder of humanity's capacity for unimaginable cruelty and the importance to reflect on that. The 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz will bring together global leaders, Holocaust survivors, and dignitaries to reflect on this dark chapter in history. And King Charles's commitment to remembrance contrasts sharply with the controversy surrounding the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's potential attendance. And Tusk has said today that this wouldn't lead to his arrest. But if Netanyahu might attend, should Putin. This marks King Charles's first overseas visit in 2025, emphasizing the importance of the Holocaust remembrance to his reign. And Charles has a long-standing commitment to combating religious intolerance and preserving the memory of the Holocaust. He hosted Holocaust survivors at Buckingham Palace recently, showcasing interactive educational tools to teach younger generations. Manfred Goldberg attended, and he commissioned portraits of Holocaust survivors in 2022 as a tribute to the dwindling generation of witnesses. Charles will join dignitaries and survivors at a solemn ceremony at Auschwitz, focusing on the stories of those who endured this unimaginable suffering. And for the first time, no political speeches will be made, ensuring the survivors' voices take precedence. King Charles's own words, "I feel I must go to the 80th anniversary. It's so important." And Manfred Goldberg's praise of Charles's efforts. He's trying to spread knowledge that once people understood what the Holocaust represents, it will help prevent such atrocities from happening again. Netanyahu faces an International Criminal Court arrest warrant for alleged war crimes during the Gaza conflict, and Poland, as an ICC signatory, would theoretically be obliged to detain him if he attends the commemoration. Donald Tusk, the Prime Minister, has guaranteed Netanyahu's safety, stating that the Holocaust remembrance transcends current political disputes, and this decision has sparked protests in Warsaw, with demonstrators chanting "Arrest Netanyahu" and carrying banners like "Stop the Genocide." The controversy risks overshadowing the solemnity of the Auschwitz commemoration, but if anyone should be attending, it should be the Prime Minister of the Jewish state of Israel. The historical irony: Auschwitz serves as a symbol of justice denied, yet today's political tensions echo unresolved struggles for accountability. Maybe Auschwitz is exactly the commemoration that both Netanyahu and Putin should attend. It will focus their minds on what's happening at the moment in their own particular spheres. Netanyahu hasn't confirmed his attendance, but Israel's ongoing conflict in Gaza complicates perceptions of his presence. The ICC's inability to enforce warrants highlights the challenges of international justice. Auschwitz remains a stark reminder of the dangers of hatred, propaganda, and political complacency, and the absence of Russian representation this year underscores the tension between remembrance and the current global problems, particularly the war in Ukraine. King Charles and the Auschwitz Memorial Director have both warned about the dangers of hate speech and misinformation spreading through social media. The Auschwitz Museum Director has said 6 years of propaganda created Auschwitz. Hitler didn't even have the internet. While Charles exemplifies a commitment to education and reconciliation, controversies like Netanyahu's highlight how political realities can threaten to undermine the lessons of history. Remembrance isn't just about the past. It's about shaping a future free from hate and injustice. As we honour those who suffered and died at Auschwitz, how do we ensure that such atrocities remain unimaginable in a world still grappling with injustice and division? So there are dual themes here. King Charles's visit underscores the power of remembrance, while Netanyahu's controversy reminds us of the ongoing struggle for accountability and ethical leadership, and the exclusion of Russia tells us that, there are moments in our global community, when we need to get together despite all the differences and despite all the tensions, because lessons can be taught and lessons can be learned. And we need to engage with Holocaust education to reflect on the importance of standing against intolerance in all its forms, in Auschwitz, in Bucha, in the appalling bombing of Ukraine and the appalling treatment of people in Gaza, of the appalling attack by Hamas on Israel on October the 7th. So many events that need remembering and that Auschwitz reminds us of. And I was talking to somebody today about the extraordinarily small Jewish community in Syria, 9 people, and the extraordinarily small Jewish community in Egypt, 4 people. I think that should make us think.